What's good? Let's analyze some video game music. So, I let people in my Discord chat suggest songs from game soundtracks for me to listen to and try to analyze live as I hear it. If you want to catch this live without any of the edits, you can go to case.dog/stream. Let's get into it. This was suggested by Stellar Kuma, and this is the 02 battle theme from Kirby Crystal Shards. Let's check this out. Okay, it sounds like this is 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or it could just be 4/4, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. God, I do not remember this song. It's very epic. That sounded like triplets on that descending line. This is much more epic as opposed to threatening for, like, boss music. It's very, like, empowering and heroic. The strings are just mostly like tracing quarter notes, it seems. Those big orchestra hits. Big timpani hits too. Dun dun. Maybe those aren't triplets. Maybe that's just like a triplet feel swing. All right, then it fades. Okay, let's get into what this is doing. It sounds pretty simplistic. It's got like really driving percussion that moves the whole thing. It's got a lot of boss music seems to have these like upper sort of atonal sounding bell kind of like stuff at the top. right at the beginning. I like that, like, a lot of Kirby songs have this kind of, like Celtic swing to them. You know, like everything is a little bit syncopated. So, the bass is doing like a sort of descending thing. But I'm noticing the chords, it doesn't like... It doesn't do that. When it moves to the second one, it does a fourth, which I guess implies that it's moving up. But the bass motion keeps it going. So you hear this kind of... You hear that sort of thing. And you also hear a higher note when it moves down, which further enforces that it's actually doing... It's actually moving from A to C and just playing a lower bass note. Okay, so we have this like little meow, 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 meow kind of thing going on that's sort of giving us the rest of the harmonics of the stuff going on. And it stays on one note, it sounds like, for most of it. It's very quiet in the background, and it doesn't move much. It moves up there. Very epic chord motion. All right. So what are the strings doing here? Adds a little bit of a chromatic motion just to do that glide down. Our first spicy note. So, and I think that's on the root, which makes a major 7 to step up to the root as it moves down. Technically up. think it's doing that. So that's just doing like a... Does it do that? No. And then it keeps rising. And the strings just keep rising. And then when they get to their highest, they just do this. So it's like climbing a summit and then dancing on top of it. I think it rises like over 2 octaves. That. And then once it reaches that top, the strings just start descending. Okay, what is that? So it just drones on that note and lets the chords go through a whole thing. So, interesting motion on this. A lot of the time when writing melodies, there's sort of a trick to writing melodies that flow. The trick with melodies, the trick with writing melodies that sound good, is you usually want to be going up or down. You usually want to go up, then down. And you want to have, and you can vary the length of which they go up and which they go down. You can vary the range at which they go up and which they go down. You can have things go up and then down. You can have things go up and go down while going up and things like that. And you can do patterns like that, but usually all melodies have a pattern of going up, then down, then up, then down, then up, then down. You can skip around things too to make things... But usually, when you skip up really high, you go down after. Or, you know, or if you skip down really far, you go up after. And there's just this, it's all about balance. And this whole string part has a very adventurous rise up a few octaves, then fall down a few octaves. So it does a very slow climb, and then it starts going back down, and then it speeds up the climb. And then keeps climbing at the same rate. Then stays at the top, and then tumbles down. Then it starts falling. Then it starts falling with faster notes. And then the strings and the choirs in the background just sort of stay in that low place for a while. Then see what I said? It jumps up high. And then where does it go? Back down. Goes up, then goes down a step, and then jumps up again, and then uses that motion to climb. So then it jumps up a little less high, and then uses that to repeat and then climb upward. Yeah, then it starts doing the climb again. So this is really, as opposed to the other boss music we've heard, like I said, this is very epic. It's not, I don't want to say it's like paint by numbers. I don't want to say it's like extensively tropey, because it's not extensively tropey for boss music. The percussion's just going off, and that makes most of the, the tension, most of the tense feel is the slightly swingy percussion that's just going super fast. But the bass is doing like a kind of arpeggio dun 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 kind of thing, and following a pretty almost like poppy kind of. Following almost like a poppy kind of chord progression. The string melody is just doing different kinds of climbs and falls, which sounds a little bit haphazard, but as backing music for a boss battle, definitely aids like the flow of the action, so to speak. Do you think it's a well-constructed song? I mean, I love the music in Kirby Crystal Shards. This is one of the, I would say, less interesting songs on it, though. There's not a lot of weirdness compared to the other songs we've listened to, but it's still good. It's still got, like, a good drive to it. The Nintendo 64 was also, I don't think it had a sound chip in and of itself, but a lot of the music would still be sample-based and really lo-fi sample-based, tinnier than what you would expect from like a SNES. What would you say is the most interesting song in Crystal Shards? Oh god, I would have to listen to them all, I don't remember. I've done a lot of like stuff that has harmonic motion similar to this. I sort of wish the strings were a bit cooler and a little less, you know, quarter notes than eighth notes than sixteenths, you know? But they serve their purpose. They fall into place and they work. I dig it. All right. That was 02 from Kirby Crystal Shards. Suggested by Stellar Kuma. Alright, how do you think I did? If you like the analysis, hit like. If you want to see more stuff like this in the future, hit subscribe and the bell to make sure you see when new videos go up. Let me know what you think. Do you remember this song from your childhood? Does it bring back any nostalgia for you? Is there anything you think I missed or glossed over? Let me know in the comments. I just started doing this, so I would love the feedback. If you want to catch me doing this live without any edits, just figuring things out as I go, you can check out case.dog/stream and see when I'm live. And if you want to submit a song yourself, you can check out my Discord channel for it at case.dog/VGM. I'll see you next time.